Here's my house. All of this land here belongs to me. God has given it to us. This is the house. We haven't finished the works yet. We're still doing the works inside and to change the doors. You see, we have good sun exposition. And you can see down the hill I built a storage house. And so the land goes all down the hill as far as you can see. So we're getting ready to move here because, you know, the way things are moving, things are happening rapidly and we need to prepare. I've planted a lot of fruit trees on this land so that we can have our own fruits, and there's land for growing vegetables and so on. I've already grown a lot of vegetables here this year, but as I move across here I'll be able to do more. I'm just working on the house on the inside. You can see it's a solid stone structure. It has a good roof. It has insulated panel on the roof. So it's a nice house. It's a lovely house. It's, you know, it's big enough for us. And all of those eucalyptus trees belongs to us. It goes way down the hill. And all the fruit trees I've planted on this land, getting ready for the time of trouble that is right before us. You can see what's happening in Ireland, Dublin right now. It's on fire, you know, because of the immigration policies. And you can expect more of these things. It's going to get worse. London, protest every weekend. Pro-Palestine protesters. So things are heating up. As I've said before, you're going to see a revolt around the world. You're going to see civil unrest. It's coming. So that's why I'm here preparing this place. It's quiet while people are demonstrating and riots and protests going on in Dublin, Ireland, and England, and London, and Scotland, and various places in Europe. You're seeing a revolt by pro-Palestine people. And this is part of a game. It's part of the plan of the Illuminatis, the globalists. So you ought to prepare for the troubles that are coming. Get ready for the time of trouble as you have never seen before. So the end of all things is at hand. We must prepare to meet Jesus because he's coming back soon. Let me give you a glimpse over there. So you can see from down, going down at the bottom, and this land goes as far as you can see. It's a nice piece of land, and all of these trees belong to me. And I plowed here last year to plant it, but I didn't plant anything here because we had enough on the other side. Oh, and right here you go, you can see my septic tank is right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's right there. And so yeah, and so it goes down the hill. So, but look at this. This is a blessing from God. This is pure water that is coming out from the rocks. Look at that. It just comes out from the rocks. It makes me remember when God said to Moses to strike the rock, and the water came out of the rock. So you can see the water coming out from the rocks there, pure water. You know, I just got to clean it up. This is a tank here, and it's filling this tank here to to wet the trees and the vegetables and so on. So there, look at that. So we have this here. We have another place where the water also comes out from the rock and it doesn't go dry, or even in the summer it doesn't go dry. So there's a lot of water here, and then there's a well that never goes dry too here. So we have a lot of water here. We've planted the fruit trees already. We have olive trees here that gives us olive oil. I harvested the olives this year, and we had a good harvest. It's enough to take us through to for the next year. So, you know, here's, you can see one of the olive trees here. This is the olive section. This tree is a big fruit tree, gives a nice fruit. And so there, this part of the land is where the olive trees are. So it goes as far back as you can see. And then there's another well here that has a lot of water inside there, but there's so much water that we don't even use it. You know, and it comes out again from a rock here that never goes dry. So it just needs cleaning up again. So there's a natural spring right here where the water comes out from inside of the rock, right there. So let me see if you can see that. You can see the water coming out there from the rocks, in between the rocks. So I'm going to go a bit closer so you can have a better look at it. It's all wet here because water is coming out from inside of the rocks. Inside there, I come here and drink the water all the time. When I'm working in the house, I just come here and drink. See, it's coming out from inside there. And this water is pure water. So we have so much pure water here that we never can go dry here. So, I mean, God has blessed us with so much things on this land, so much resources that we can survive here without any problems. While protest and violence are happening in the cities, this is a safe refuge. And this is where God wants His people to be in the last days. So we are getting ready for troubles that are coming upon the earth. As I have been telling you that the book of Matthew chapter 24, Jesus told us, when Jesus says that nation will rise against nation, the word nation there means groups. You're going to see groups. And what we are seeing, look at what Dublin is burning down. Groups against groups. You know, Irish people against immigration policies. So you have Ireland burning down because of that. And, you know, we're seeing the same in the U.S., you know, those against immigration policies and the migrants coming in. So you're going to witness things that you have never seen before. This is the side of the house. So all of these doors ought to be changed. We're putting glass doors to get light inside of the house. So, you know, here, look, it's all nice and green because the rain has been falling. And down there where I have that tank is where I grow the vegetables. So, yes, Jesus says that there will be groups against groups. There will be ethnic groups. Violence will break out on the streets. Many of these streets will become ruined because of the violence, and it's also leading up to a World War III. So we are to prepare for these things, as we've seen events transpiring, prepare for what's coming upon the earth, because a time of trouble, friends, as you have never seen before. This is why you ought to get out of the city, find a refuge, a place where you can grow your food. Listen, I have grown a lot of food here in this land down there where you see that tank is. Just down there where you can see the tank, and there's a nice area there, big area. I grew a lot of food there. I'm going to put up a greenhouse here too, so that I can grow even more food. And I'm storing the food up. I'm storing a lot of food, preparing for a crisis. So we ought to prepare for a crisis as God has told us to prepare. As we are seeing events unfolding, we must prepare for a crisis to come. There's a time of trouble coming. And friends, God is so merciful. He is giving us time to get out of the cities and find a safe refuge, find a piece of land and build a house quickly. This came with this house, but if this didn't have a house, I would build a house on this land quickly. Friends, it's time to flee the cities, because we're seeing the armies surrounding the cities, and we're seeing a time that is coming as you have not seen before. So friends, you ought to prepare, you ought to get ready for this time of trouble. Get out, find a safe refuge, and find a place where you can be quiet, like a place like this. There's no one here, there's no neighbors, there's nobody here, and we're so happy that no one lives here. We are far inside, and it's a nice quiet place to be quiet. Has a lot of land around to walk, and places to walk and exercise and keep fit, and working the land too, and so on. So there's so much here to do that we keep busy here all the time, and so on. So on the top there is Abigail's room. It's a big room. It's about almost 25 square meters on the top. So that's going to be her room on the top. So, and this one will be our one. On the downstairs will be the kitchen, an open plan, and then we have that side there, which is a big bathroom. So it's enough for us. And if we want, we can do some more extension around. But for now, it's pretty good, because time is running out, time is short, and we don't have much time here no more. So it's good enough for us. So friends, the end of all things is upon us. Jesus is soon to come. Prepare to meet the Lord. Find a safe refuge. Get out of the cities quickly, because a time of trouble, you can see it's heading there. You can see a food crisis coming by 2025, great food scarcity. And you ought to prepare. You ought to learn to preserve the food, put it in bottles. You got to store up some stuff now that you would need. So get ready. The Lord bless you and keep you.